Although this fragrance may be pretty, it still has a bit of a bite to it. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of The Fragrantician, where we talk about nothing but fragrances. And in this edition today, we are talking about a niche fragrance. Today we are talking about a niche fragrance house, and it's from the house of Diptyque. Now, this fragrance house has been around for some time, and the perfumer behind this perfume that I'm going to talk about used to work for Fragonard as a perfumer, and then decided to leave there and formed, with a few other people, the house of Diptyque. This fragrance was brought out in 1983, and it is a limited edition, which I do have here, which is Diptyque L'Ombre dans l'eau. Diptyque L'Ombre dans l'eau. I'll just pop it here so you can see. Now, this is a limited edition, and this is a 100 ml, so let's just take it out of the box. So this is what it looks like out of the box. As you can see, I know the camera's the other way around, but it says L'Ombre dans l'eau, and it is like a pinky, purpley kind of colour, I suppose. Slightly dusty pink, mauvey colour. Now, this fragrance is classed as a floral fragrance, but I would say it's probably more of a floral aromatic fragrance. It definitely has some citruses in there, which I can definitely detect. It is a rose dominant fragrance, supposedly. However, there is some blackcurrant. There's some blackcurrant. It's the leaves of the blackcurrant. It's a very green fragrance, but don't let that put you off. If you see in the box here, you see all the greenery here and everything, but don't let that put you off, because it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I sampled this fragrance, and after sampling it, I had to purchase the full size, and I looked at a 50 ml bottle, but then I saw this 100 ml and I had to have it. It's also on the back there, you can see the swan, which is beautiful, with the weeping willow tree. Now, this fragrance, it is meant to depict a river with a weeping willow and a spring summery vibe going on, but you can certainly wear this all year round. It is a beautiful, alluring fragrance. It is very aromatic. The rose in this is beautiful. You can smell not only the rose, but you can smell the stem. You can smell the stem of the rose as well. You can smell all of that greenery that goes with it. But the rose comes through combined with the blackcurrant, which gives it a tartness. It's not a sweetness, it's a tartness, this fragrance. It has a citrus aromatic quality to it. So if you imagine biting into a blackcurrant, you can feel that sharpness, that almost, oh, it's making me salivate, that juice-like quality that you get from it. So it's not really jammy, this fragrance. It's not a jammy rose. So if you're looking for a jammy rose, then this fragrance certainly isn't for you. And I have got jammy roses, and I was on the hunt for a different kind of rose. And I came across this fragrance when I was looking at old movie stars, and this was Lauren Bacall's signature scent for many years. Now, this scent came out in 1983. Apparently, Lauren Bacall, well, this was her signature scent. She would wear this. I can see, if you know who Lauren Bacall is or who she was a feisty, headstrong woman with a mind of her own. She was quoted as being something like, well, I'm this tall, lanky woman with big feet, and she really didn't put into anything on her looks as compared to nowadays with people, with film stars and celebrities who are uber super obsessed with their looks. She wasn't that type of lady, and this fragrance is for that type of lady. Hello, quite a feisty, headstrong woman, so I can see why this fragrance does go with that type of character. It's a very herbaceous, aromatic scent. Let's just spray. Stunning, absolutely stunning. It is beautiful. It's uplifting. The blackcurrant in there is quite a bit of a support to the rose. And as I say, you do have to like rose-based scents. But there's a bit of citrus from the bergamot that I do detect from there. And a little bit of... I'm not sure if it's some orange in there, but that dissipates. It's all about the rose, the blackcurrant, and the rose. It has an almost rose geranium feel, where you can smell those shrubs. Oh. It projects forever. Now let me tell you, I wore this and it filled a room, literally, because my husband, as you know, doesn't really have a sensitive nose, but he was stood outside the living room in the kitchen, and he came in and he said to me, "What is that you're wearing?" He really loved it. And of course that's a bit of a bonus, because if he loves a fragrance that I love, that is a bit of a bonus. Oh, it's so beautiful. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It's a versatile fragrance, I think it is. It's slightly mystical as well, because of that, I don't know, it's herbal, it's not your typical, it's a little bit edgy, it's a bit dark, it has a little bit of mystery to it as well. It's not just rose, you know, it's not linear by no means, but as it carries through, as it lingers on, it's those blackcurrant leaves and the cassis and that shrubbery and the geranium and the rose and the musk as well. The musk in this is beautiful. It's lovely and clean, and but it projects like a beast. I kid you not, it really does. The longevity, not so much, I would say. It's probably about 5 hours on my skin, but I don't care. That's absolutely fine. But in all of that time, it still projects and it still has lovely sillage. Such a stunning fragrance. It is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. It's l'ombre dans l'eau, and I will wear this a lot. I will wear this a lot during spring and summer, but I will wear it come autumn. I'm not sure about winter. Well, you never know. But it's comforting as well, this scent. It is. It has a bit of a comfortness to it. And let's face it, I mean, Lauren Bacall, she was in her 60s, must have been easily when this came out, and she was rocking it then, and she was a very hip woman, very liberal-minded, spoke her mind. You either liked her or you didn't. She was in the film, Is It to Have or Have Not? And she made that famous quote about whistling. So go and look that quote up if you want to. Yes, let's just say it was all about whistling and blowing. Yes, so go and look up that quote. But stunning, regal, elegant, classy. You know, you can just rock a little camisole top like I'm rocking here, or you can be casual, you know, and wear jeans, a little blazer jacket, or a little summer print dress, or it has a multitude of varieties, this fragrance. So I absolutely love it. I have found a rose that is slightly dark, but it's not completely dark and gothic and vampy. It's not like that. It has a little bit of it, but it's still playful, and it's still light and airy, and it billows and it wafts and it dances. It's a lovely waltz of a fragrance. L'ombre dans l'eau. So what are your favourite Diptyque fragrances? There is another one on my list that I do want and I have sampled. And I may well get that as a full bottle, but I'll keep you hanging on that one. But until the next time, as we say in life, be young, be foolish and be happy, but also just be yourself, because who you are today is what you represent to the world. Ciao for now.